And now, lend us your ears for an update from Nebraska Corn.
On this week's program, we are going to talk about corn reputation, and we'll get a national perspective on this with the Vice President of Communications at the National Corn Growers Association. He is Neil Caskey. One of your jobs in the communications department there is trying to influence corn's reputation in Washington, D.C. Why do you think that's a focus area of NCGA?
Yeah, Chad, and thanks for the invitation. When I think about brand, to me, the quote I always use is that's what people say about you when you're not in the room. We exist to serve our members, and we want to be as impactful for them as we can be. And so one of the ways that, at least that I'm working on to kind of serve that greater mission is by working on this corn reputation program to build up our brand in D.C. so that we can be as influential as we can be on behalf of our members.
What do you do to influence reputation, and what does that allow you to do in Washington, D.C., Neil?
We're looking at the so-called D.C. elite. So we started with a lot of research just to kind of understand, what do they think about corn farmers? And the good news is they support them. They believe that corn farmers are working hard on behalf of our country and their families, and I think that that's a good place to start. Where we potentially have some areas to work on is their views of corn farmers and the environment. And so a lot of them aren't so sure that we're doing good things for the environment because, honestly, they just don't know. So one of the areas that we're going to be focusing on because of the research is the broader topic of sustainability as we get started next winter.
Can you give us a little, in general, what that might look like? And I understand there's going to be a Nebraska connection to this rollout too, huh?
Yeah, for sure. We're going to be working with Andy Jobman, and we're going to get him on camera just talking about the wonderful things that he's doing to conserve the land for future generations, and we know that will be a very compelling story and great message for our audience to hear. That's one of those issues that foundational things, sustainability is one of those things that our audience cares about, and that's good because we have a very strong and compelling record in that field, and then we're going to expand from there. We're going to be able to kind of work on other priorities like ethanol. And so if they believe that we are doing good things for the environment, then it's a natural progression for them to support our positions on ethanol, or to support our positions on trade, or to support our positions on farm programs. And so over time, they're going to be real corn champions that we can count on each and every day. You have a lot of those in Nebraska, but we need some of those in some of these states like Pennsylvania and Wisconsin and Michigan, even Florida. Their power, their voices are a little bit louder than maybe what we have in the Midwest. But there's corn there, and we believe that corn will matter to their constituents as well.
Continuing to solidify those connections with the influencers and decision makers